And let's go. It's the second semifinal now. It's currently 1-0 for Czech. We didn't see the first game because we were busy watching Foggy versus Remade. But whoever wins this now is going to be playing against Foggy in the grand finals, which is, surprise surprise, another Knight of Mirror. And it's Terenas Stand now, which could be quite nice for some Archer Talon play, or something fancy like that. Or of course also for the standard bears. We're gonna have to see what the players choose to go for. Would really love to see Rudan winning though, to be honest, because he sometimes has a really awesome playstyle. But so far it's 1-0 for Czech. So let's see if Czech can actually win this best of 3 already with this game now, with a 2-0, or if Rudan can make a comeback. Rudan took out Happy and Lucifer earlier, so there's definitely some potential there. But maybe his matchup against UD is just better. We'll have to see. But for now, both players just going for the exact same thing, which is just basically always how this works in Knight of Mirror here. And there we go. It's a double Demon Hunter. Not much else to expect here, really. And pretty much the most interesting thing in the early game here is what items both players get. Because let's say Rudan here gets Circlet, Slippers of Agility, while Czech gets like Ring of Protection, Mantle of Intelligence. That would make a big difference, to be honest. That would make quite a big difference. So that can be quite interesting, like the item distribution there. And also apart from that, it's gonna be interesting what the players are gonna go for. Someone is going for an early Hunter's Hall, both probably just gonna go for an early tech. And then it really depends on what kind of units they want to go into. Now both players nicely did it with the Lightning Shield, although they could have done it better even. Like in the way that the Lightning Shield actually hits all of the 3 units. You just need to pull the Renegade Wizard a bit further away. But both players didn't really do that, which is still fine. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's just better. That's pretty much it. There we go, Ring of Protection for Czech. And a Claws for Rudan. That's really the nice one. Gauntlets of Strength, that's not the best. Slippers for Czech. So Czech still has really nice items. And this is roughly balanced out. Because if I'm not mistaken, the guy on the Walk of Free Reddit is sometimes posted like those threads with like armor stats and damage values and all the stuff there. If Linehorn or Stormwind is worth keeping and all that stuff. If I'm not mistaken, he also found out that Slippers of Agility is roughly equal to a Claws of Attack, like in damage value. Or at least really close to it, because you get +3, which is half of the class, and you also get some nice attack speed because of the bonus agility, as well as some bonus defense through armor as well. So that the Slippers basically balance out the claws of Rudan anyway. Both players are just creeping to level 3 with the Ancients of War, so no heavy archer player or anything, and both just went for an early tech. Czech getting more Moonwell so far, and Rudan going for the Hunter's Hall, whereas Czech is doing that as well, so we're probably gonna see a Bear Mirror again with Demon, not Demon Hunter. I mean, of course with Demon Hunter, but Keep of the Grove second, I mean. There's the Slippers for Rudana, so he has really nice items so far. And Czech got the Gauntlets of Strength, so they both had the exact same items except for the Claws and the Ring, which then is a lot better for Rudan. And Czech actually pulling the creeps away here, doing this quite nicely, trying to secure the Renegade Wizard, but Rudan on top of his game, and that's surround! Wow! He was surrounded by his own Wisp. Didn't realize it in time, so he couldn't get there in time to try to steal the creep. He just fucked himself. Oh wow. It was a really cool attempt though, like Rudan scouting this straight away and staffing there to try to do something about it, but sadly being surrounded by the Archer, the Creep and his own Wisp and not realizing that in time made it impossible for him to actually really do something about it. So it's double level 3 now, Illyria's Fruit of Accuracy for a check, which is quite nice, although if they're both going into a lot of bears, that's not really the best item. So he might still sell it, not necessarily though. Rudan and microing that archer, well it would have died anyway against Demon Hunter with boots, but could have at least bought some more time. And there's the sentry ward for check now, but I don't know how good that position is. Actually it's pretty damn good. He sees a lot of stuff still. Like you can only get a semi-good position with the sentry ward in the middle of the map here, because of all the pillars and stuff. Demon Hunter's just trading mana burns, doing what Demon Hunter does, I guess. Early tier 3 tech for Rudan, getting his double Ancients of Lore, and Keeper of the Grove. Same thing for check. And Rudan actually moving a Wisp in here, so he could potentially go for some zap reply, but well, check is on top of his game here, so he's getting rid of the Wisp already. Wisp will probably still survive if it just runs away now. And Rudan now wants to creep his Expo camp S-Ball together with his Keeper. Let's see if check can maybe steal a creep, maybe even steal the item. He sees this with the sentry ward, so he knows what's up. And he didn't get it. Rudan got it. There's already some nice damage on the Demon Hunter here, but the Ancient of War is in quite some trouble. He doesn't want to really lose it. So his Demon Hunter now has to tank instead of the Ancient of War. So that's not really nice for Rudan at this point. And that Ancient of War is gonna die. That one's dead. There we go. Got killed by the Creaster, so no XP for check. And now it's just gonna be some hero shenanigans until both of the players get some Dryads out to dispel Entangle, and the first 3 bears as well. The trade seems to be working out a bit better for check though at this point. But Rudan still, he's much closer to his base, so he can just go back, staff his Demon Hunter back, heal up at Moonwells. He's getting his Strides earlier as well, so he should be able to secure the whole spot here. And check should also realize this. Yeah, he is realizing it, so he's just getting the hell out of here, because he knows that he won't be able to beat the full HP Demon Hunter again, together with some reinforcements as well. Polish Magic coming in to get rid of the Entangle, as well as the first bear. And check, not wasting any time, just going for someone creeping himself. Lion Horn of Stormwind for Rudan, it's not too bad. Probably even better than the Illyria's Fruit of Accuracy, to be honest. Because since they're mostly gonna be playing bears anyway, the flute is actually not as valuable, I guess. Actually, kinda getting tired of sitting at this point, so I just swap positions a bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
But check got a greater healing potion, which is really damn nice in this matchup. For the Demon Hunter, let's see what Rudan can get. Invul Pot or Healing Pot would be pretty damn perfect. Everything else is actually pretty bad, and he's probably gonna sell it. The question is though, is he even gonna get the item here? If check can contest this? Well, check doesn't have the 2 bears yet, so he shouldn't be able to really contest that creep. He's still trying to buy time though, and trying to get some trades out of here. Or out of this. No Entangle for Rudan, so he can't do much more here really. And there's just more bears coming in. No upgrades for Rudan yet, whereas check is going for upgrades already. So check will be ahead in upgrades, for the time being at least. 1 of mana stealing for Rudan, that's really unfortunate for him. He's most likely gonna sell that one. Because like the greater healing, it's such a big deal actually in this kind of fight. It helps a lot. It's just a really valuable item. There we go, this is level 2 for the Keeper. So you got the Thorns Aura as well. Now fight is breaking out, but the Demon Hunter of check is already really low, so either he has to get staffed out early or he has to use his potion early. And check just moving through the whole army of his opponent, losing 1 Dryad, staffing 1 of them out. That Keeper has to be careful though. He could have gotten surrounded there, but check didn't even really tried. He just right-clicked him basically. And now there's Thrower, there's Reacher, and the fight is going on and on. At this point, he actually used one charge of one of menacing already. Might use the other one to just get another entangle out. So it seems like it actually does have some value. That's 48 against 47 supply. Both have roughly the same amount of gold. Both have the same upgrades. So this is a mirror. It couldn't be more of a mirror basically. But now Czech is actually getting the worst end of the trade, I think. Getting a bear picked off while it's not in bear form but in the druid form instead. Has to be careful about his keeper though, that was not gonna get killed because there's no boots on Demon Hunter anyway. And both keepers just running away at this point. Dude, Rudan has such low HP now. And that Demon Hunter... Nice entangle here. But that bear... Oh, he has a rejuvenation. There's another bear. Holy shit, everything's so low. Transform him, dude! Stab him, do something. Aw, poor bear. And Dryad actually attacked the Tree of Eternity instead of the Demon Hunter. Oh wow. The Dryad still could have actually still saved the bear, I think. But now Demon Hunter is in trouble, so it's gonna cost him a TP. But I don't know, trading TP for a bear? No clue if it... Wow, what?! Sorry that I missed that one, guys, but that was not to be expected. He lost his keeper to creeps. What the fuck is going on? He just lost his keeper to creeps. What the hell?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so now it's 50 supply versus 50, I guess. Yep. 1-0 upgrades, 1-1 coming in for a check. And there's 2-0 for Rudan already. 3-0 in fact. Wow, he's going for the damage output only, holy shit. But I mean, the Thorns aura of Czech's keeper is gonna hurt him so much. Because of free attack upgrades. But then again, he can just dish out a shit ton of damage. There we go. Gets a nice pick off on the Wisp. Gets detonated though, but still the Wisp is dead. That's what counts. And the Keeper is back now as well, selling the Flute, getting Orb of Venom instead. So there's double Orb of Venom, which actually works quite nicely because Orb of Venom, apparently at least, actually stacks if you have it in different heroes. So that's not too bad at all. It helps on a lot with damage output because he cannot invest his gold into units because he doesn't have the Moonwall for that. So it's a move time again, 3-0 against 1-1 bears. And Rudan nicely picking off the low HP bears here in the back with his Demon Hunter. Has to probably step out his Demon Hunter quite soon though if he cannot get a Reacher up. So he has to be careful here. And so many low HP bears. Oh, the micro is real. There's the 1 of mana sealing almost another entangle for the keep of Rudan.
Player's forces are under attack.
And dude, that's such a close call on his Demon Hunter, but he knows what he's doing. And there's another entangle, that keeper is dead. Czech messed up, loses his keeper again. And this is the equalizer. It's 1-1.